If you want to support this channel, consider subscribing and checking out my book in the description below. Hey, what's up, guys? DekeRelaxShacks.com, working on cleaning my super messy art studio here. In the meantime, new segment on the channel, which I might do here and there, because it will give you guys some ideas, maybe introduce you to some tiny houses, some parcels of land that might be available, give you some tips as to what to look for, what not to look for when buying tiny houses or land, and just generally in a decor sense or tiny house layout-wise, might further give you some great input. So this is kind of a hitch it or ditch it feature. Saw this online. I am not the seller. It's a cool cabin for sale with 5 acres of land. Check it out. Leave a comment down below. Do you feel it's worth it? So I'm going to ad lib on this one because you'll get my true thoughts as they spill out of my mouth. But for starters, I took a couple aerial photos when I Google Earth. This is something I always do when I'm researching land or cabins. I want to know where this is, how accessible it is. I don't have a photo, but as you see this secondary dirt road it's off, there's a little cul-de-sac there. You're pretty close to a paved road, I'd say about a quarter mile away. And you can see, I'm always checking these photos too, that there aren't neighbors nearby, which to me is good. And it's gated off. The roads are nice and graded. That's money saved right there. One thing you don't have to do. And you have some sense of security there as well. This is the cabin. Very simple. I like the little porch extending some living space outside. Nothing fanciful, but the location, you can see elevated, looks pretty darn cool, which if you're buying something for the view or to use as a rental, that's kind of key right there. It also listed, it comes with a 17-foot travel trailer and this little U-Haul, box trailer-like thing. So you could use those. You could use one as another rental. You could sell it. Here's the other side of it, very shed-looking. And honestly, that little window there to the left, not so appealing. I would put a big old window in there. You're not taking advantage of the view you might have from this cabin. I would also hide those trailer wheels underneath. And moving inside as we move merrily along, kitchen's ultra simple. You could really enhance this kitchen with very little work. You have a microwave for cooking. Even bringing in a little range, I think, would change it up and style it better. Same with the bedding right here. This like tube frame bedding isn't all that appealing, but the wall work they have there, the covering, kind of is. So there is a decent place or a starting point in this cabin here to work with. This is the view. I saved this for a little bit later in this short video because that, if you rented this, is what people would be looking at. A lot of wildlife. There's a reservoir down below, the rock formations, very appealing, and this is what you want if you're going to buy a place to vacation at or to rent out, because a picture speaks 1,000 words, as they say. Microscopic, almost cruel dog kennel sold separately, perhaps. I'm sure that's helping those dogs, keeping them away from predators and from running off. They're tiny. The futon in here for seating. You can do much better about styling this place, but it's the shell we're really looking at here. And there again is that small window, which I think just needs a little bit of help. But for something they're asking 40 grand for with 5 acres of land with a cool view, this isn't so bad. A little toilet, a storage closet in there as well, I believe, storage. There was a little bathroom in here, it listed it as such. Sleeping loft as well, so you have more room for either sleeping or storage up above. And again, pretty this up. Put a proper little ladderway or stairway up above. The lighting fixture kind of stinks. The bed doesn't look so great. There's little things you could do to really spruce this place up, including finding ways to hide all the things they are storing. This looks like it was a hunting camp, maybe a vacation camp, but you could certainly spruce this up. And they're asking 40K for it. Again, it might be sold by now. These things go fast, but just want to share with you, give you some ideas.